Hey there, Steve Scott with DTAC. Hope I'm catching you on a great day. I want to share my 3 winning strategies for how we're going to leverage AI into 2026. First is AI enhanced software development. We all know about that. Business administration workflow engines, and then context aware customer experience. So the first is generative AI. We've all heard about vibe coding and LLMs and how they're spitting out a lot of code. Is it safe? Will it introduce bugs or security? And fundamentally, the aspects of quality software engineering have not changed. If you follow best practices, take into account business's vision for the future, and plan accordingly, you're going to deliver quality software that will generate revenue for business for years to come. The second is business administration workflow. And when I talk about workflow engines, I'm talking about the connection between the various tools that we all use from day to day, be it our collaborative tools such as Slack or our CRM such as Salesforce, file upload, download, or extracting data from a local database. Now, I want to talk a little bit about a real world scenario. A telehealth organization in the mental health sector reached out. They needed a transcription engine that would follow the prescribed therapy sessions. These conversations between counselors and patients followed a prescribed format. AI would analyze the conversation as it progressed, take that component of the conversation, grade it, and put it into a report. At the end of the conversation in the session, the AI would generate documentation and the report. Then the counselor would review that report and simply approve the recommendations and file the documentation. That reduced the fatigue of documentation on the counselor and increased the customer throughput, which is what those counselors came there to do in the first place. So the third aspect of our offering, and one that I find us to be uniquely prepared for, is customer experience that is context aware. And what I mean by that is during your interaction with a product, say it's a web application or it's a mobile application, understanding where you are in the user experience and the workflow and having context of how you're interacting with the application is something that is unique to the ability for LLMs to understand. We've all had to interact with customer service. We've all had to reach out for help. And these engines will help walk us through the flow in a low overhead manner to get us to where we need to be or where we want to be. Let's take one example that we recently delivered. And this is a financial education application for children. What this does is it guided children through the process of using these financial tools and helped them build out smart contracts for the crypto sector. Children are not sophisticated enough to be able to develop these contracts on their own, so the LLM understood where they were in the contract phase and helped them build these out. So what does it look like to work with us? We had a fintech customer come reach out to us. They had a really tight deadline. We stepped in, we analyzed their situation and their product. They were at the prototype phase. They needed to get out in 90 days. So we walked them through every step of this process, augmented their staff, added engineers, built out their infrastructure, set up DevOps, interfaced with business, and got them out on time. They delivered. They were able to hit their deadlines, and their customers were happy. So let's talk about what we can do. Let's set up a conversation, and let's talk about what your pain points are and get you into place. Let's talk soon.